Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, second grade. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. My name is Mrs. Vang, and I'm so excited to have you join me so that we can become amazing readers and writers. Now, remember, yesterday I said that all week we're going to focus on books about kindness. So I have a very special book to share with you guys today. This is a book called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? And it talks all about filling up our bucket. Because boys and girls, did you know that we all have this invisible bucket? And when someone is nice to you or say nice things to you, you feel special, right? And so that's what we call we're filling in our bucket. So like if I said, you are beautiful, or if I said, you are so smart, how did that make you feel? Oh, awesome. I'm so glad I was able to fill your bucket. Now, people can fill their bucket and they can also dip into our bucket. And when people do that, they're being mean and saying unkind words. So we're going to focus on filling each other's bucket through kindness. So I want you to think, what can you do to fill someone's bucket today? Now, if you want to read this book, make sure you check it out on Sora or at your county library to see what you can do to fill other people's bucket. Okay? Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, speaking of Sora, let's see which school came in our top countdown. So yesterday, we revealed our school in number 5. Today, we're going to reveal which school came in number 4. Are you ready? Let's see. Coming in number 4 is Almost. Awesome job, Almost. You guys are doing an amazing job checking out books and reading. Now, boys and girls, if you want to recommend some books for me to share with everybody, make sure you're writing to me. Use the address below. Write to me and tell me what books I should be sharing with everybody. Or you can just write and tell me what you're learning, and I'll send you one of these fun activity books just for writing to me. All right, awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, are you guys ready to get started with our learning today? Awesome, because remember, our job is to make our brain smart, you're right, and strong. So we're gonna start with our listening ears, you're right. Turn those listening ears up. We're gonna play a game called Guess My Word. You guys know how to play this. This is where I'm gonna say some sounds. Your job is to blend it together to guess my word. Are you ready? Okay, get those listening ears up. Here's my first set of sounds. What's my word? Ready? Herb. Listen again. Herb. What's my word? Verb. Good job. Like a verb is an action word. Awesome. Okay, here's my second set of sounds. Ready? Erd. Erd. What's my word? Third. Like next year, you'll be in 3rd grade. Awesome job. Okay, last set of sounds. Ready? S. Listen again. S. What is it? Nurse. Awesome job, boys and girls. And I want to say thank you to all of our nurses out there. Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, now that we've got our ears turned up, let's go into our phonics instruction. This week, remember, we are learning the R control vowel sound, So I have my shirt card here to help me because the shirt card says And if you look at the shirt card, we have 4 different ways to spell the sound. So I want you to repeat after me. Ready? ER says Good job, I hear you. Like in the word fern. Keep going. IR says Good job, like in the word shirt. UR says like in the word turn. And the last one, you are says like in the word work. Now, remember, one sound, they say 4 different ways to spell that sound. And remember what I said yesterday, the OR is not as common because it does have a different sound that it says that it is more common. So that just means there's only a few words that will have the OR spelling, but saying the sound, okay? So let's practice blending these letters that I have up here. So boys and girls, help me blend them. Ready? Okay. CL is a blend. Good. Cool. Help me blend them. Cool. What's my word? Clerk. Good job. Clerk. Awesome. Like when you go to the store, we pay money to the clerk. Good. Let's look at my next word. Help me blend it. Ready? Earth. What's my word? Worth. Good job. Worth. Like, how much is that baseball card worth? Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, let's practice building a word. So I'm going to say a word. I want you to help me segment the words so that we can build it together. Ready? Now, what if I want to spell the word bird? Say it with me. Bird. Okay, segment it with me. Bird. Bird. Good job. There were 3 sounds. Good. Help me build it. B is the B. Now, which is it? And if you've been reading, we know bird has the IR. We had lots of bird words on our high frequency sentences yesterday. Bird. What is it? The D. Awesome job. How do we spell bird? B-I-R-D. Bird. Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, all week, we're going to continue learning that sound. So let's go and practice reading now words with the Okay, today, I don't have them written and read for you, so help me blend and read these words together. Ready? Okay. Skirt. Good. Serve. Burn. Fur. Worse. Stern. Burst. Swirl. Curve. Word. Girl. And worth. There's that word again. Help me read my sentence. Not ready? The girl handed the clerk bills from her purse. Good reading, boys and girls. Now, let's practice our sentence dictation. This is where I'm going to say a sentence, and I want you to write it. Ready? Here's my sentence. Shirley was first to twirl. 5 words. Shirley was first to twirl. Okay, let's write it. Check your sentence with mine. Ready? First word was Shirley, and that's a name. Shh. Here's my SH. And that was the IL. Shirley. Good. Shirley was the first, here's my first to twirl. There's my blend. Earl. IR. How did you do, boys and girls? Awesome. Shirley was the first to twirl. Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, are you guys ready to go into our high frequency words? Awesome. Let me pull my chart back. Okay, remember, and the wrong way. High frequency words are words that we see most often. So it's important for us to know how to read and write them automatically. All week we have 10 words. Every day we're going to focus on 2 words. So here are our 2 words that we're going to focus on today. The word found and building. Help me read and spell them. Ready? First word, found. Awesome. Help me. I'll read it again. Found. Help me spell it. F-O-U-N-D. Found. Good job. Next word, building. Help me read it. Building. Good job. Help me spell it. B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G. Building. And there's that inflectional ending, ing, that we are going to be learning in just a bit. Building. Now, I have 2 sentences for us. I want you to help me read these 2 sentences and try to figure out which one of my 2 high frequency words that we are learning today will go into my sentence. Ready? Help me read the first sentence. First sentence says, Ken ran up the steps in the Are you using your context clues? Use those clues. If he's running up and there are steps, where is he? Let's read the second sentence and see if we can figure out which word goes in this sentence. Beth's coat. Oh, I hear you. I heard you guys say, I found Beth's coat. Awesome job, found. So that must mean building goes in the first sentence. Ken ran up the steps in the building. Good job. Let's practice reading all of our high frequency words so that we can read them automatically. We're going to start with the 2 that we learned today. Ready? Building, found, from, Saturday, thought, today, toward, watch, animal, and away. Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay, now we're going to move into our inflectional endings. That's going to be our structural analysis focus this week. Now, inflectional endings are what we add to the end. We've learned this already, boys and girls, so this is going to be a review skills for us. And we learn a couple of rules, right? We know that we can add an S to a verb when the subject is singular. When a verb ends with a TH, CH, SH, S, double S, X, or O, we add an ES. When we add an ED, that means the verb is happening in the past. When we add an ING, that means the verb is happening right now. And with those inflectional endings are what I call my rules, right? So if there's a short vowels before the last consonant, we double it. What we call it, we double the consonant. If there's an E, we drop the E before we add the ending. And if there's a Y, we change it to an I and we add ES. So let's look at our words quickly. Ready? Here's my word keep. If I want to add the S, it just becomes keeps. You're right. Now, how about watch? You see how there's a CH? Good. We add the ES, watches. Now, how about grab? Do you see grab? There's an A that says add. What's that rule? We need to double the consonants before adding ing, grabbing. So look how it's spelled, grabbing with that double consonant. And then if I have race, remember race has that E. What do I do when I want to add ed? I need to drop it and then I can add the ed, raced. Help me read it, raced. And then the last one, hurry plus the S. There's that Y, change the Y to an I and add I, and then add ES. How did you do? Awesome. Good job, boys and girls. Don't forget to come back so that we can continue our learning with inflectional endings. We're going to leave you with my message, and it is throw kindness around like confetti. Remember that book that I talked about earlier today? Right? We want to fill each other's buckets. So throw kindness around like confetti. Give everybody a compliment. Be kind to everyone. And boys and girls, I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
A brand new day.